Mayor Tyler with our April 9th, 2018 Council Recap video. Today, we're at the water treatment plant on the west side of Coal Lake. On a day like today, they will treat about 3.3 million liters of water. In the summer, when the demand is greater, they will treat upwards of 5 million liters of water per day. I've also been told not to touch anything. On Monday, we had a presentation from the Office of Traffic Safety. Donna Tona gave Council statistics on traffic safety in Alberta. From 2012 to 2016, Alberta's population, number of drivers, registered vehicles, and highway traffic volumes have all increased nearly 10%, but we have seen a reduction in fatal and major injury collisions by 30%. Their PowerPoint presentation is in the agenda package if you'd like to have a look at it. As we get closer to the legalization of cannabis, we will continue to work through those details, which will include a survey and a public open house so we know what the city would like to see. We saw the updated buffer zone and potential locations for a smoking park. The reason we are looking at a potential smoking park is because as the legislation reads now, smoking cannabis will be legal anywhere smoking cigarettes is. If council decided to change that bylaw and not have public smoking allowed, we would have to designate a place that those living in apartments, condos, or other buildings that share a common wall could be able to smoke a legal substance. There would be very little money put into this. We also discussed the number of retail stores we will have. Council set that number at a maximum of 3. Next, we had the local improvement policy for review following the feedback we received regarding the policy itself, as well as what the classifications of roads would be, impacting what the percentage of the work would be paid for by the resident. First part was reclassifying 47th Street from 40th Ave to 49th Street from an arterial to a collector. Next, we discussed the reclassification of Garden Meadows from a local to a collector. Points from council were made both for and against. Ultimately, the decision was made to keep Garden Meadows classified as a local road. Thank you to those residents from the Garden Meadows area that attended our council meeting. Council then set the way the cost will be calculated. It will be split evenly on a per parcel basis with the exception of those properties over 75 feet in length on the address side. Our next item was the parking fee charged to those businesses in the downtown area. Currently, if a business opens and does not have the required parking, the city charges $1,000 per required space for that license. The idea was that if a parking lot became available or city parking lots needed repair, this money would be used for that. Council directed administration to bring back a policy and a bylaw for the possibility of eliminating this fee. After a very long meeting, our final agenda item was cleaning up some old policies that were no longer used. Anti-vandalism, city lapel pins, directional signs for churches, and fire hydrant development policies were all removed. Thanks very much for joining us today. As always, you're encouraged to ask questions or leave comments on my Facebook page, Mayor Tyler Gandam, as well as email any of the members of council. Their email addresses are listed on the city website. I told you last video that spring was on the way. I just didn't say how long it might take to get here. Thanks.